just started.
So, hello guys. Today I'll be doing a video about my boobs today. It's like one of the most, if you guys send me questions and stuff, I feel like one of the biggest questions is always about my boobs. I am obviously not gonna show my boobs for you guys. That would be strange. Show some before and after photos and whatever else through my story. So I asked you to post a few questions on my Instagram, like what kind of questions you could have regarding breast augmentation. This is not me promoting going a breast augmentation. If you want to simply share my experience, and I was 21 years old, which is very young really. I wish I waited a bit longer because I would probably looked at it in a different way and whatever else. I was very young when I got mine done, but as I said, this is just an informative video. It's not encouraging to get plastic surgery in any way. It's just because you guys always have so many questions about how it was for me to get my implants. But to start this video off, when I was younger, before I started gaining weight, I had quite big boobs. I had like a D cup or something. So yeah, I still had big boobs, and then because I got stretch marks on my boobs. Maybe don't want to hear that. Not visible. Can you see it? I don't know. Anyway, I have stretch marks on my boobs, but they're not so visible. They're no color. It's just when I hit puberty, my boobs grew crazy much, and I've always had big boobs. And then I gained loads of weight, and I reached an age cup, and so my boobs were quite massive. It wasn't that comfortable, and it didn't look good, or I didn't like it. And then when I lost my weight, I actually went down to a small B cup, but I was wearing super padded bras, so nobody knew how small my boobs actually got. Yeah, I had really small boobs for a while, which I felt a little bit robbed, basically. Great job of losing weight, and all of a sudden my boobs were taken away from me, and I still had boobs before I got big, so if I went down to D cup, I would probably not have done that. So I'm gonna go through some of your questions you have regarding my breast augmentation and so on. So I hope you will like this video. Whew. A lot of questions. What was the pain like when you woke up from surgery? I'm asking because I'm considering it myself. Let me tell you this. The pain, unbearable. I remember that I was basically crying for 2 weeks straight, and why did I do this to myself, and so on. And my boyfriend that I had at that time had to help me with everything. I couldn't get undressed, and it was really, really, really painful, really painful. Scale from 1 to 10, I would say 11. Why did you decide to do it? The reason I did it is because, as I said before, I didn't have small boobs before I gained the weight, or when I gained the weight. So I just felt a bit robbed of what kind of was mine in some strange way. Obviously it wasn't mine when I lost the weight, but I was 20, 21 or something when I did it. And yeah, when I'm 21 years old, I felt like boobs were very important to me. It sounds very shallow, but boobs were very, very much important to me, and I just felt very upset that I lost my boobs. I wouldn't feel the same today, to be fair, and obviously maybe I wouldn't be super happy with the small itty bitty titties I had, but I don't think I would be as bothered. And yeah, but when I did it, I felt robbed, and that's why I did it. And it was quite impulsive. I decided one day, okay, I want to have my boobs back, and 3 months later I was basically on the table to get in surgery. cc did you have? So I had about 400 cc. It's the biggest my doctor could put inside me. It's like ultra high profile, so you can put more in me, and it's because I have had it in my armpit. I don't know if you can see the scar. How many scars underneath my boob? Maybe I have a picture of it that I can put. This is how it looked in the beginning. Now you can't see it. I had it in my armpit as well. 400cc, ultra high profile. They're round implants, and they're made out of silicone or something. Have you ever regretted, or has it always been right? I can't say I regret it today. I am very happy. I got very lucky that my results are so good, no complications whatsoever. I do feel though that I regret that I didn't go smaller, because I can feel like it makes me look a bit bigger sometimes, because like broader. I don't know. I just wish maybe I went smaller so they would look more natural, and maybe they would sag more because they're a bit too perky at the moment. So I can't wait to have kids so they like drop down and look a bit sad, you know. How much was it? Oh, that's a very private question. I think I paid 45,000 Swedish, whatever that is in your currency. Not cheap, but it's not the most expensive one. But I read up loads about this clinic, and yeah, and I mainly wanted to do it there because they do it through the armpits, and I didn't want to have any scars on my boobs. I just felt like if I'm gonna have my boobs done, I obviously want my boobs to look amazing, and if I would have had a visible scar, I wouldn't feel like that would have been worth it. And also what I've had, it's easy to lose your sensitivity in your boobs if you had it, or like if you have it underneath your muscle, whatever. I had mine underneath the muscle as well. How soon could you begin working out, and did you notice the implants it was harder? I don't remember really, but I wasn't lifting so many weights at this time at all. Actually, I was just mostly doing body weight. So, but I still do not work my chest out, to be honest with you. I obviously activate it when I do some certain exercises in the gym. Like if I do pull-ups or pull-downs, but just to be able to do it. I don't know if you can see the move. I don't work my chest out. You can, but it's uncomfortable, and I just don't feel the need that I need to work my chest muscles out. So, but I remember, I think I was back in the gym doing like light exercises after 1 month, and I think it was like after 3 months I could work out like normal. Obviously not chest, but that's like on my own preference. It makes me feel uncomfortable. Can you see it moving? Anyway, like I feel like I've shown my tits. You like tense your chest muscles, or if you do chest exercises, they do, since mine are under the muscle, they do go out to the side, and it looks very straight. How do the implants feel? Do they rotate? Now they don't spin around, but like they can't be sitting and squeeze my own tits. Feel just like you can see, like, they do feel very, very natural. So I'm very happy with like how they feel. I'm gonna stop squeezing my boobs. Do they have to replace sometime? No, these actually don't have to be replaced, but I am gonna change them for smaller ones. As soon as I've had kids, like done having kids, I wanna have smaller ones. So hopefully my boobs will be saggy. Some people might think this is strange, but I just like the look of natural boobs, and my boobs has always been set very high, even when I had my natural ones. People are asking where I got mine done. I got mine done in Sweden at a clinic. I actually do not remember what it's called even. As I said, I was 21 years old. I think it's called Citadel Kliniken. Just know my doctor's name was Cosmos or something, and he was really good, a really good doctor. I had about 5 friends or something that visited him after they saw mine from the same city. I had 5 friends that went to get their done at his as well. So I think that's quite a good grade on how mine turned out. And this is not commercial, he hasn't paid me. I paid for my own boobs. This is like very informative video since you guys requested it. Is it worth it? Yes. Somebody else, this is something that went wrong, like afterwards. Nothing has ever gone wrong. but it's very, she's asking like what's the chances of complications, and it is bigger than I even thought when I did them. I didn't read about complications whatsoever. I basically read about complications the day before I was going to go in for surgery, which made me feel like I didn't want to do it, but I did anyway, and now I'm happy that I did. But there's a big chance that something can go wrong. Obviously, feel that you have implants during the day. I wouldn't say you can necessarily feel that you have implants. I sleep on my belly. It's more like if I'm lying on my back and like reach my arms up like this, and you would feel on the side. I don't know. You can feel it sometimes, but it's obviously they do look fake. They are fake boobs. That's why I want to go smaller, so they'll look less fake. I've gone a bit too big. Is it comfortable without a bra? I basically wear a bra once a year. So yeah, it was definitely very comfortable. Like sensitive, no. I've lost a tiny bit of sensitivity on one nipple, actually. Which is a bit sad, but I still can feel, but it just feels a bit strange. But it's just a little bit of nipple. It's like, wait a minute. It feels a bit strange sitting on YouTube speaking about my nipples. But can you just pause where you risk falling on them? Yeah. And my doctor actually drove over one of the implants with his car. Still super intact. They're like, you can basically stick it. It will still not like leak out or anything. It's like silicone. Anything you don't like about them or something you would change? Well, as I said, I would prefer them to be smaller. Yeah. Hope I answered all your questions that you had. I just put in my photo that the video is done. Well, it isn't done, but I'm done recording because I have other things I need to do. And I need to cook some food, and I need to do some commercial, and I don't know why I just did that. And I just need to do some stuff. So I hope you liked this video. Please make sure to like this, give it a thumbs up, since I spend loads of time editing for you guys. So make sure to like it and subscribe to my channel. And also please comment what you thought about this video and what you would like to see in the next one. So I hope you like this, and I'll see you next one, guys.